Hello, welcome to DK Bowl Chat. I'm glad you're here. I'm painting this painting of the Oregon coast. And today I'm going to put in a little bit of the water that's back here in this little gap. On my painting, it's mostly blue, so I'm going to put that little bit of water in there to make it, to give it the illusion that it's really water there and not something blue, you know. Yeah, so I have titanium white and a small fan brush. This is a 20-0, and I'm just going to come in here and put in a few little brush strokes of, now I want to have it be, let me try again. Just come in here and put in the little bits of white, and I'm going to need to take some of it out because it's putting in too much of a little bit of white, but a little bit here and there. To tie all that in. And then I've got a little micro mini 12-0 brush. I'm going to pull through and blend that, and I can always make up the background blue color if I need to. We'll see. We'll see if that happens. I'm blending out the white on a dry blue. And it will tie in that area better than it was before, which was just blue. And I'm going to use a round brush. And this round brush has a very stiff bristles, and they're coming to a point. I think I'm going to need to make the color of the water to repair that, or let me try it with the Q-tip to remove some of the white, because it turned out to be a white mass. I don't want that. I want it to be, bend down this Q-tip. I want it to be white and blue. There we go. I'll remove some of that white off the blue. And yes, I will make the background ocean color, which will help with that. And moving on to other things I'm going to work on here. That would be the highlight on the rocks in the foreground, which I started on. It's where the light's hitting the top of them. They have their shadow just fine. And I'll come back to that area when I come back next time. There's also an olive green I'm going to put in the ground in places where I can see the olive green is a little bit light. I'm going to wipe it off. So as soon as I notice I don't like a color on there as I'm painting, I stop. Which sounds funny because logically that's what you do, right? But I have had students that persevere even with the wrong color. You don't want to do that. You want to stop. If you see something off, stop. There we go. There we are. Just tapping it in with the fan brush. I want to make sure my fan brush stays parallel to the bottom or top of the canvas. And what I'm noticing is there's a little tip here. I'm just going to diffuse that out a little bit with a little bit of this color. This is olive green, and it is a Gamblin color. Gamblin is a Portland-based oil paint company. And I'm getting nothing by endorsing them. I just use their paint to create art. And if you went clear back to the video when I first started this painting, I was doing acrylic to begin with. I like to do that and then do oil over the top. And I'm gonna put my name back in. I had it on there. I'm gonna put it back in. I'm almost done. Like, I'm almost done with this. I don't know that I'm gonna go much further. I really like the olive green compared to the bright green that's on here. And anywhere it's real light and I can see the canvas, that is going to be covered with this. And on over the side, why not? I don't always do details on the side. I do some of the side and call it good. You're good. There we are. A little bit of olive green, never hurt anybody. Oh, right over the rock, that's fine, who cares? That rock didn't need to be there, right? There we are. I'm just getting all the canvas that has, I can see canvas through. That's gonna now be covered with a little bit olive green paint. With the background still showing, you need multiple colors. You're not supposed to have, like, it wouldn't look natural to have all one color. So I won't say you're not supposed to, but it doesn't look natural if you do. I know you have one chunk of color that you put out there, it doesn't make it. Okay, so I'm gonna bring back that rock I just took out. There we are. I love nature. I love painting, I love nature. How about you? What do you like to do? What has God put in your hand? What do you like to do? There we are. Well, that is good enough, and I think I can put some more highlights in the foreground rocks. I think I'm almost done. I keep saying that, but I mean it. Getting there. I am getting there. These guys don't have much light on you. This is bothering me and I will fix it. I'm gonna do it next time. I wanted to share with you the medium I use. I mentioned it in the last couple videos, but I tried to go with one that was less toxic. There we go, less toxic. And this is the medium I'm using. This one's fat, but you go fat over lean. So you start out with lean if you're gonna use a medium. It has no carcinogenic fumes, no petroleum, and no turpentine. Prepared by hand based on historic recipes. Safer, natural medium for oil painting. So I use that. It's Chelsea Classic Studios. Yeah, that's my medium. And the reason you'd use a medium is because when you're painting on oil paint and working on a painting, if something doesn't work, like the paint's not sticking, you need to thin your paint. And many oil painters will use paint thinner to thin their paint. I have used walnut oil in the past, but I use walnut oil to clean my brushes, but now I use this Chelsea medium. It smells like lavender. Not that I'm inhaling it, you know, the towel over my head. I'm actually painting in an open room where I'm not gonna have to breathe too much of it anyway, but it's not as toxic as some of the mediums out there. Like, I love painting, but I don't think I want to die for painting, really, unless that's what God had planned for me. So anyhow, I am going to put a little highlight back here too. I think there's a little bit on the top of these guys. There we go. Just a little bit. The highlight's like frosting. You don't want to overdo it. There we are. More rocks. We're gonna put more rocks in, huh? hope your day is going great, and I hope that you are enjoying this video. Yeah, what's happening right here? I see a little bit of, I'm going to take off the green somewhat and put some of the burnt umber and ultramarine on it and put some shadow, a little bit of shadow coming out right here, not a lot. When I come back next time, I'll fix the water behind it, right here. That'll be in the next video, because I don't have the color mixed up and I don't want you to wait while I mix up the color, so I will see you in the next video and we'll fix that. Thank you so much for joining me. Please subscribe to DK Bowl Chat. God bless you, my friend.